The big part of the Big Red preview, at least that people are starting to become aware about today, is there will be alcohol served. Alcohol served. Concessions, including beer, will be available on the main concourse of West Stadium and on field level in North Stadium for ADA patrons. Concessions will be cashless. You will have the opportunity to buy a beer and watch practice, which sounds exciting. So this is going to be rolled out this fall. It's something that I completely forgot about because it's not a big deal at all. But here we are. It gets posted on social media, and people start to ask some questions again. So, Joey, you pulled up the Twitter. I think it's a good thing to do because I wanted to note how they presented this, how Nebraska presented this on social media. They said in their tweet, "Cheers, Husker Nation. Alcohol sales have been officially approved at Memorial Stadium this season, beginning on Saturday with the Big Red preview." And they put out a graphic of a football player with a beer can that says Big Red preview on it for the graphic.
Oh, you're encouraging college football players to drink while they're in action.
And then they followed up with a tweet that said, "Go Beer Red." So they went for it, and not surprising to any of us. There are some people, I think it's few and far between, who are like, this is a bad thing. Now, most of the general public will say, cool, thank you. I will take you up on that. I will purchase a beer from the concession stand. That sounds like a great idea. Yeah. And I will approach drinking the beer like a totally normal person and not have 14 and start punching people in the head like they do at NFL games. No, most people are normal. And most people just like to sip a beer at a baseball game or at a football practice.
It's nice and refreshing.
But when some people think about what their experience of people around them drinking at games is like, they immediately go to the worst. Let's go to Facebook first. Here is a comment from Andy on the Huskers Facebook page. "Not a fan of alcohol at games. I myself don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of belligerent drunks. If you need alcohol to be able to enjoy a football game, you might want to get in touch with AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, Joey. Just saying."
Okay.
I don't think that was the implication in the tweet from Nebraska, but It was certainly a comment on this page. What do we have on Twitter?
All right, Chalmy says, "Nothing like being last, but at least we can say finally. Perhaps the inside of the stadium will be an intimidating place to play."
Oh, okay. That's a positive comment then. That's a positive comment. That's good. Back to Facebook. Heath, "Don't like it, don't buy it, or better yet, don't go. So I could actually take my kids, get tickets to take my kids where we will not purchase beer if we don't want to." Sounds like Heath has a lot of problems with a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, he will do exactly what he wants to do, which is all anybody wants.
It's your choice.
Yes.
All right, some CEO on Twitter says Scott Frost is on the phone with his agent trying to see if he can get his old job back.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, right. That's kind of funny. I like that. Anything else on there? Got a few more?
Yeah, I'm just looking through
the comments.
I take leaving at halftime over having alcohol in the stadium.
Whoa. Wow. Really?
Yes.
Man,
one listener.
It's amazing how out of touch people are. Like it really is amazing.
Yeah.
How unimpactful it is when you go to sporting events. Like I said, there are a few strange people, and there are a few people who, yes, take it a little bit too far. But it's not like if you go to Memorial Stadium and watch a football game and you have the ability to purchase beverages, you are going to be surrounded by 70,000 drunk asses.
That is true.
That is not what's happening. That is not what's going to happen at Memorial Stadium. In fact, I wonder about this from a logistical standpoint, and there was a lot of concerns about that from Troy Dannon, like, how do we actually do this? Because when they rolled it out at PBA, which is keep in mind, a brand new arena, brand new. It was 10 years old at the time, but like when they rolled it out at PBA a couple of years ago, there was a lot of issues with the timeliness in which they were able to get people their beers. There were long lines and stuff like that. And so it led people to just not buy beers, and then it became a little bit of a detriment as far as the money that they had to put into it and the money that they were getting out. So like, I wonder how it works logistically. There's so many Nebraskans who do the same thing on game day because they've been doing the same thing on game day for 400 years, for generations of Husker fans. We go to this spot to tailgate. We walk into the stadium at this exact time. We go directly to our seats. We know exactly how long it's going to take. It is planned out to a T. And those people won't drink. They won't purchase alcohol. They won't do it because they have their plan and they have their routine, and that's fine. So I don't get any sort of outrage to this stuff, but people are outraged about the craziest stuff these days.
Find a way to enhance the viewing experience.
Yep, no doubt about it. I mean, I don't know. I don't mind having a beer at a baseball game. I don't mind having a beer at a football game. I can't remember a time where I had too many beers at a baseball or a football game and I wanted to fight somebody. But that's not my personality. Maybe it is some people's. I always get weirded out when anybody wants to fight anybody, for the record.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Just, can you say sorry or something like that?
Yeah.
Just go like, but apparently people have too much pride and they can't drop it. Jesse writes in. He says, who can afford to get drunk at a sporting event? It's all about going in drunk, which already happens, or sneak it in. I imagine, Jesse, it'll probably be a little bit more difficult to sneak it in these days. This is definitely something that has been happening over the years. I imagine it might be a little bit more difficult these days. I don't know if they, are really checking at the doors, but with the purchase of alcohol sales, maybe they are a little bit more stringent. But drinking before is definitely an activity that goes on. If you've ever been to anywhere. Right. John writes in. John says, if you think someone enjoying a beer at a football game is a belligerent alcoholic, you really need to take a look at how you view other people. I don't need to wear a mask because you think I should, and I can have a beer at a football game even if you don't want me to. Get over yourself, Karen or Kevin. And, a different thing, a bad thing. So, yeah, everybody just mind their own business. That's what I would say to them. All right. So they're getting less and less as far as the crazy commenters are concerned of like people are triggered about these things. You'll go to Memorial Stadium this fall. There will be selling alcohol, and you almost 95% you will not notice. You will not notice that it's even happening around you. I'm pretty certain of that.
Just an extra menu item.
Beefy the Cat writes in on Twitter. It's rare that I get to listen live to Happer, but I get to today. What is his job when he broadcasts from Warner Park? Well, my job is to do this radio show. So we had done it several times before where I was both the MC for the game and I was doing the show, and I would kind of pop up and pop down and be running around the ballpark and all that stuff. But the last two times we've done it, I was just like, I kind of want to do the show.
Just want to relax.
And Joey,
sit back and hang out with your favorite fill-in.
My favorite fill-in producer. Jake, Peter, we love all of you. Joey just self-proclaimed him my favorite fill-in producer. Joel writes in on Twitter about booze at the stadium. I won't buy one because I don't want to walk 15 minutes to the bathroom. Yeah. Joel, I'll tell you what, I don't know where Joel sits, but my guess is South Stadium. If you are in the 60th row and above at South Stadium, it's going to take you a while.
Sit in the 600s over in East Stadium, or is it East or West?
East.
Yeah, just smaller capacity area.
They got a nice concourse back there too.
Nice concourse. You got backrest. You got a lot of space.
This is another reason why they need to redo South Stadium so it doesn't take people 400 hours and the entire. Seriously, when I was in college and we would go downstairs to go to the bathroom, because we had to because of the aforementioned pre-gaming
Yeah.
and like get a hot dog or a pizza or something like that. Like I just wouldn't go. Like I would just be miserable the entire game. And if I really had to go to the bathroom, I would have to. I mean, it'd take like at least a half a quarter. You know, that's an eighth of the game that you're paying to go to. It's a different deal up there. That's for sure.